He did this all through the dark web.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Deep Fried Dice. We're back here with Among Us, and I'm here with my two co-hosts, Elliot and Devin.
Hi.
Hi.
Right now, we were just discussing exactly how we were going to open up this episode, and we determined to open it up with a little bit of downtime between their last mission, which, if you remember, took place at not the bottom of the sea, but very deep down in the sea, nearly 5,000 meters below the Atlantic Ocean, where they encountered the ruined wreck of the German battleship Bismarck and a unknown alien creature that happened to live down there and was attracted to a device that was mysteriously built into the battleship. A battleship which was built 8 years ago, 7 years before the Greys ever showed themselves.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
The conspiracy.
Yep, it is. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Which this whole storyline is based on conspiracies.
Yeah.
There's even a mechanic in the system, the conspiracy pool, that I use.
I have an idea from what we could be doing if you don't have anything planned, Anthony.
No, go right ahead. And that is where he knew he made a big mistake. We'll be fast forwarding through everything that happened because frankly, nothing happened, and my two co-hosts, Elliot and Devin, proceeded to turn this entire episode into a beach episode. It produced a not very great episode thematically with Among Us, nor story-wise, just period, at all. It wasn't even a good beach episode, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, the beach episode template serves a purpose, but this one just didn't work. So, we're gonna fast forward. Oh, there it goes. This is satisfying, honestly. Goodbye, beach episode. Goodbye. I'll not miss you, but I'll see you in my dreams. We fast forward to the next day where you guys are given your next mission. You guys are here to meet Ken. He mentioned it when you reported back after going deep underwater and finding that device. He mentioned to come back today on Friday. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, he mentioned to come back on Tuesday, actually.
Yeah.
To report back because he was waiting to hear back from another point cell, and
Ooh.
he just recently has, as you guys approach. You see someone exit his office just as you guys are to enter.
Ooh, are they like a
who is
Peter sympathizer or?
No, it's not someone you directly recognize.
Okay.
It's a woman, and you see that she has like a scar on her face.
Oh,
Not even
badass.
a scar. Not even a scar, I'm sorry. A scar implies that it's been there for a while. She has a huge slice on her
shit.
face,
Ooh.
fresh,
Like she
and, like,
just got
bandaged.
it. Okay, no.
Bandaged.
not like
Like she
Ken's just cutting his agents.
Yeah. She didn't come straight
You walk in,
from
he's
the
cleaning off a
battlefield.
hunting knife.
Yeah. Oh god. Puts it in like on a place on the wall and it's like up right above him, so that's all you can see.
That's a power move right there.
Fucking yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh, but you see that she has a cut along her cheek and like bruises, like a black eye. She seems beaten up, and she kind of limps out, still kind of strong in her eyes,
Oh, that's
kind
good.
of like pushing through it.
Man, is there any mission that ends well here for anyone?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's fine.
I nearly died in the last one.
You did. It's very scary. All right, well, let's go talk with Ken, Mr. Gunderson.
Yeah.
Mr. Gunderson.
Who are we? I'm pretty sure we're still suspicious of him.
Wes is. Mr. Gunderson, if that is his real name.
Not Ken Gunderson.
But you're ushered.
Maybe Ken Gunderson.
You're ushered in by Ken. He waves his hand in. That was Miss Ramirez, which is left out. Agent
What?
Ramirez, I should say.
You don't mind my asking.
But she's why you're
Is she
here
okay?
right now.
Oh boy.
I see.
Her cell recently returned as intended today. Well, what was left of it, which was her.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
Ominous.
no.
She recently returned from a scouting mission.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she came back with troubling news, and
I
I was sure there would be a job in it. Unfortunately, I was right. You two are leaving in just a few hours.
Oh boy.
Okay. Where to, sir?
And he stacks together some papers in a folder and hands you the dossier.
Okay.
I start flipping through it.
So two-man cell.
You guys are headed out through one of the channels to a planet called Mars.
Wait,
Oh my god, we're going to
to
space!
a
We're going to
planet?
space!
We're going to a planet?
Going to space?
As you guys are flipping through, you see like the picture of the planet. You're going to the city of Nardith on the planet Regis 9.
Nardith.
Okay. Cool.
Regis.
All of your information is in there, but it's imperative that you succeed at this mission.
Okay.
Well, of
Pressure's
course
on, I
we will-
guess.
We'll always do our best, sir.
According to Agent Ramirez, there are documents somewhere in the ruins of that city.
Mm-hmm.
There are coordinates in there for you to drop down in. But more than that, there are sprawl agents.
Fun.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
There are sprawl agents crawling around the ruins,
Mm-hmm.
just covering the planet. They're looking for these coordinates, these documents.
I see.
It's your job to retrieve them and bring them back.
So, Wes, if you don't bring a gun, I will shoot you.
Fair enough.
Report to Base 17 to board a shuttle.
Okay.
Okay.
All of your equipment will be on board,
Alright then.
including requisitions for this mission. And
Understood.
Mr. Borkblack, we've heard your rather vocal cries.
About what,
And-
sir? I do a lot of screaming.
Due to the nature and urgency of this mission, we provided you both with a set of microphones.
Yes!
Yes!
Do we high
You'll have a lot of ground.
Can
Yeah, we high five. We high five in front of Ken.
You high five as he continues. You'll have a lot of ground to cover, survey an entire ruined city.
Mm-hmm.
You'll not be able to stick together for most of it, I imagine.
Ominous,
That's a
but
fair
okay.
And as he ushers you out and you leave, he stops you for a moment. And gentlemen,
Yes.
there's a lot riding on this. A lot more than usual for you.
We won't disappoint you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Disappointment may mean an entire invasion.
Okay, that kind of disappointment.
As the door shuts.
He's so encouraging.
Yeah,
He's so
completely.
encouraging. I will bring a gun, but I do warn you, I'm not great with them.
That's fine, as long as you have something to defend yourself with. Also, I suggest we find out a way so that we can identify ourselves to each other.
That's fair, yeah.
Because I don't want a repeat of the Peter incident.
Should we come up with a passcode?
Maybe a signal, like a thing with our hands?
Sure, let's
Or-
work on a hand,
A hand sign,
hand
yeah.
signal. Yeah, a special hand sign. We will do to identify each other
Yeah,
on the way there.
on the way there, yes.
That's a good use of our time, I'm sure.
Wow, I can't believe this is going to be our first time in space.
Yeah, we sure are going into space.
We're going into
really
space.
into space. Yep.
Oh
I am
boy.
excited by this prospect and not at all concerned.
Well, I am. Oh, I'm glad we can have a good laugh before we may die.
Yeah.
As you guys reach the docking bay, you head to the ship that he told you to get on, and it is open, and you see who else but David Lassen standing there waiting for you.
Oh, David! Oh, my
the
man.
dear boy.
It's good to see you again.
Agents?
David?
He nods and just turns around
Yeah.
and heads onto the
Yeah,
ship.
you
Good old
follow.
David.
Yeah, good old David.
Yep, just as I remember.
The ship closes behind you. This one's a bit roomier than the pods that are used for general transport around the flotilla and down to Earth. This is an actual ship meant to travel the channels
Mm-hmm.
through space. It's meant to handle, speeds that can't actually be achieved in the real world. Faster than light kind of travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only way that they can is by interacting with these channels, which in this setting, the black channels are, if you can imagine like how in the ocean there are currents and
Mhm.
waves that travel along very specific paths. Like turtles use them to migrate and all of that.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you ever seen Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can imagine that, but much larger and through space.
Mm.
So, and virtually inaccessible by everything except for these ships that the Greys have developed. And the Sprawl have access to this technology as well. But
Mhm.
in order to really travel them, you have to know where the channels are.
Ah.
And the thing is, there are entire contingents of Greys who, in the Concordant even, who are still discovering and mapping black channels that are leading from Earth
Yeah.
or from various other parts of this solar system. So while it may take a few days of travel, even at incredible speeds, to get from Earth to say Uranus, if there's a black channel there, it would take, a matter of minutes to travel across an entire span of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Once you're in one of them. Maybe not minutes, maybe hours.
Yeah.
Should we inform David of the hand sign, just in case?
Sure.
Because I wouldn't like that we find the reports and everything, and then we beam back up Scotty, and then we beam up on the wrong ship, Or
Who's Scotty?
No beaming.
No beaming.
What's a beam?
No...
That show's not around yet.
Yeah, there's no beam. There's no like beam me up or equivalent.
Yeah.
It's the personal
we
travel
get on
is
board.
really just still walking and driving and piloting.
And dropping.
Yeah, falling, tumbling,
Drowning.
a
No.
form of travel.
Well, it's a very
It's not
permanent.
a form of transport.
You guys head off, leaving the flotilla behind. David Lassen behind the wheel. You see along the edges all sorts of equipment for you guys, including rations.
Ooh, delicious.
Yes, and this time it's not like food. It's just like nutrients.
Oh,
okay.
delicious.
There's lots of it on board, and survival gear, tents, that kind of a thing.
Cool.
Most of it can be fit onto your back.
Sweet.
Most of the stuff that you need for something like that. And on top of this, you find devices, each one with your name on them, you'll attach to your wrist.
Ooh.
These are the cloaking devices that the Greys use all the time.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
They won't make you invisible, but they'll make you look like something else.
Oh.
That is
And in this
very
case,
cool. Oh, I
They're
wish I could
keyed to
have
make you
one of
look like
these.
Sprawl.
Oh,
See, this is why the
nice.
hand signal comes into action.
Yeah.
That way,
Yeah,
if we do the
okay.
hand signal to another, and it's you, then
Yeah.
roll G, roll good.
Good idea. Good
And
idea.
the device will also handle any kind of translation or anything like that.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
You guys have that all handled through the Greys, but the Sprawl don't speak the Greys language.
Yeah.
You guys head off and you see also an armory.
Hell yeah.
You pop it open and you see all kinds of different weapons.
Would it not be
I would just
appropriate
like
to pick
a
up something
discreet
that's
little
like
pistol.
sprawl camouflagey? So something a sprawl agent would use?
Well, your device takes care of that.
Oh, nice. Gun.
I find a nice little pistol. Just a nice one. Small. Discreet.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, a nice knife or something, just in case.
Okay.
That's, as far as weapons go, that's all I take. I don't know. I assume...
I like
we
to think
have
that you cautiously, you pick them out, you get like a knife that, has the right weight to it.
Mhm.
You weigh them, you're like, no, not this one, grab another one. You're like, this one's perfect. You strap it in, you grab a pistol, weigh it in your hand. You're like, okay, this is good. You grab some ammo and you turn around and Wes is just fucking strapped.
Walt. Yeah.
Or Walt, yeah. Walt's got like
a rifle
like a
and
Like
five
yeah, like a
baseball
rifle
shirt.
in hand, like a sniper rifle on his arm, a sawed-off shotgun on his leg, like a bazooka on his back, like just a straight-up rocket launcher.
There's a
Grenades
knife everywhere
strapped
it
to a
could
tool
be.
belt. At least 8 knives.
At least 8 knives. I like some of the things you pointed out. I like the idea of a sawed-off shotgun.
Or the equivalent.
Or the equivalent of it. I'd
Yeah.
also like a pistol with enough ammo for all these things, enough ammo to last me. And is it like lasers?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Sort of shotgun equivalent, pistol equivalent, a couple grenades, knife. I think that's about it.
Okay, so just to be
That's-
clear,
A lot.
let's go ahead and write it down just in case
Okay.
this actually comes up. And these will be handled just the same as any other role in this system. It's not like we're not doing heavy detailed inventory management like
Yeah.
Kafka D&D.
But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
might come useful as like how many grenades we have or something.
Exactly. We need to know certain things about what you have,
Yep.
even for the sake of the story. So let's say that you take 2 grenades. Just write that down.
Oh, do they have flash grenades?
Yeah, what kind of
Yeah.
grenades?
I'll take 3 of those. 3 flash
There's
grenades.
a couple like fragmentation weapons as well as like stun.
Yeah, I'll
Can I
take
have-
3 flash or stun or whatever.
Yeah. Can I have 1 stun, 1 frag?
Anything that you can reasonably carry on you or strap to a belt or something,
Mhm.
you can take.
Yeah.
The question becomes what's going to draw attention to you.
Mm,
Yeah.
And I'll bring that up beforehand because, if you do strap a bunch to yourself,
that might become suspicious.
maybe that becomes a problem.
Yeah. I know. Primary weapon, secondary weapon, accessory. That seems normal.
So you do all of this, and Lassen turns around, he half cocks his head back. Are you guys ready?
As will ever be.
Strap yourselves in.
Did I add a knife to this? Yeah, I must
And you guys strap yourselves in as he flips some switches, adjusts a throttle, and begins to push it upwards, and you feel just this slight pull on gravity as you enter into the channel.
Are we strapped in?
Yeah. And it's a very strange feeling. It's almost floaty. Like if you unstrapped yourselves, you would definitely be floating around at this point. Potentially worse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this for the next hour and a half or so.
Okay.
And eventually you feel another pull on gravity, this one a little bit more noticeable than before, as you're suddenly thrust back into normal space.
Oh boy.
Looking out the window, it became what was just like these streaks of like black and white as you were going through the channel.
Mm-hmm.
You look out and you now see just suddenly there a planet, the moon orbiting it.
Holy
the planet
shit.
matching the picture in your dossier.
Oh yeah, was there anything else in the dossier? Like, I studied while we were flying, anything in particular?
You studied it. You know that the sprawl, an entire contingent is there, according to Agent Ramirez,
Mm-hmm.
of an entire contingent of sprawl, and they're looking for something. They are apparently documents which had been left behind in a research facility by the Greys.
Okay.
Oh.
These documents reveal the maps of every channel that the Greys have ever opened.
Oh shit.
Oh
okay.
no.
And according to the dossier, the Sprawl do not know this yet. They don't know how to get to the Greys. They don't even know where they are, which is good.
That's good. Yeah, so
Mhm.
definitely very important. All right.
But if they find these, they'll not only gain access to Earth, but other places too that perhaps the Greys are hiding, or other planets, perhaps other life.
Yeah. Shit. So it's in a research facility,
Mhm.
just
Well,
somewhere in the city.
it was.
Oh, okay.
The city was mostly for research and development.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
kind
Very
of like a
cool.
mining town situation? Okay.
And so it's somewhere in this city, somewhere around the coordinates that you were given.
Okay.
And David he has the ship in he has it in neutral.
Yep.
So, up top, above Regis 9, and whenever you're ready, agents.
Well,
You'll
yes.
be all right up here?
Oh, we're going down.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I misunderstood the situation. Sorry. I've never done this before.
I turn on my cloaking device.
Already?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanna know
Yeah,
what I
alright.
look like.
Well, turn mine on too, sure. What the hell?
And then I give you the hand signal.
I give it back.
Nice. All right. We have established this now.
Alright, let's
But you look
do
at each
this.
other, and unlike the Greys, who have relatively smooth skin, they have the bulbous head with very large eyes, and they're generally taller than most people,
Mhm.
or most humans at least. The Sprawl stand. They're roughly the height of you guys.
Yeah.
They stand, again, general humanoid shape, but unlike the Greys who have the smooth skin, the Sprawl have this rough kind of chitinous skin.
Oh.
Right.
You see the eyes, at least on the hologram, kind of like they're almost always moving, darting around. And you see multiple along their head. You see, as you're looking at each other, you see multiple dozens of what look to be, for lack of a better term, antennae.
Oh. Interesting. We've never seen a sprawl before, have we?
No, we've only seen like cloaked
Oh, this is
sprawl.
what they look like. Wow.
They're like reverse caterpillars. Or like
These are some
millipedes.
Weird looking guys.
You also know, based on the dossier, that, because it gave you a little bit of information on the Sprawl, at least what is known, is that they are, the closest equivalent would be they're kind of insectile, but they're not really exactly, it's not accurate to exactly say that.
Yeah.
But just in the fact that they have many different, they apparently have many different, like, castes.
Yeah.
Ah.
And even the Greys have not actually seen most of the Sprawl.
Okay.
They just know that they look vastly different from one another. And it's said that some of them exist only as a mind, as a hive mind.
That's...
And what you guys are basically the worker caste, who
Oh.
are the soldiers.
Okay. Alright.
And that's what these guys look like. Everyone else, you're not sure. These are the only ones who have been observed because they're the ground. They are the shock troops, basically.
God, I hope we don't encounter anyone that's like above our station, because I don't know if we'll know.
Well, lie our way through.
Whatever the agents are, you know that the Sprawl agents who infiltrate, like the one who you interacted with Peter, nobody knows what they look like.
Oh,
Ooh. Maybe they're like shapeshifters.
maybe. Oh, that's uncomfortable.
That is uncomfortable. Did we not recover the body of Peter and, like, dissect him?
I mean, not us personally.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, not you guys personally. They did, but you didn't hear much about it.
Okay.
Okay, well, alright.
And Lassen waits for your order.
Oh shit, yeah, let's go. Send us down, Davy.
And please don't call me that, he says as he
Okay, we've learned one thing about David.
as he flies down. The planet growing bigger in your sights. Enter into the atmosphere. You see like the flames licking the side of the ship, but you don't really feel anything inside, just like when you're in the pods. But as you head down, you see ruins. You see what appears to be along the landscape as you head down. Even from way high up in the atmosphere, you can see what appears to be an entire, what do you call it? Like, as far as the eye can see, you see ruins, as if this was once a metropolis of ridiculous size.
Wow.
As far as you can see, like, you're not sure, perhaps it covers the whole continent.
Oh boy.
These Greys were really something, huh? Back in the day, I guess.
Yeah, I guess this is what the Sprawl have destroyed.
As you head down, you see, like, fires raging in other parts, way off to the side. Looking out the other window, you can see, like, kind of the edge of the city, at least this edge. It's the other side that you can't see. And looking out over the landscape as you get closer, you see, like, some native wildlife out there. You assume that it's native anyway. But they're, like, these massive beasts. They just kind of graze in the fields. And you see the ocean is kind of a greenish blue. Just kind of just slightly off color from Earth.
Nice.
Look, Walt, the ocean.
I'm going to kill you and then put it in a report, say I killed a Sprawl agent. David, don't rat me out.
He does not respond.
Thank you, David.
God damn it.
But as you guys fly down to the coordinates down below, Lassen flipped a few more switches, and you know that this is a stealth device, or you know that this is a stealth ship, and so you are cloaked from pretty much everything.
That's
as you
good.
Fly down, and he stops for a moment, and the ship slowly descends, landing on top of a building, a skyscraper, for lack of a better term.
Oh,
Yeah.
High up in the sky as you land. The door to the ship kind of just lowers down as you look out, seeing this alien world. Hey everybody, and thanks so much for listening to this episode of Deep Fried Dice. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified when we upload new content. Sorry for the very short length of this episode, but I promise we'll be back on track next week. And hey, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to go to iTunes and leave us a rating so that you can get us out to as many people as you can. Tell your friends about us, of course, and really just, again, thanks for listening, and thanks for any support you guys have given us. We'll see you guys next week, and have a great night.